Some people think Rick Latimer shouldn't be a teacher.
All right, bring him up. Linda, I want you wearing a bra to class.
Rick, grow up.
I'm trying.
And now he's been promoted to the bottom of the barrel, a war zone called Brandell High. His job? Principal.
Who do you think you are, Dirty Harry or somebody?
So you're the new principal, huh?
Yes. Hi. Must be the captain of the debating team? No?
Come from all over the district.
In 1987, Hollywood made a movie about a high school principal who brought a baseball bat to work and beat up drug dealers in the hallway. Today, he'd be arrested before lunch. Back then, audiences cheered. The Principal, starring Jim Belushi, isn't just a forgotten 80s action flick. It's a time capsule of when America thought the solution to school violence was more violence. And somehow, watching it today, you can't help but wonder if they had a point. Rick Latimer is a mess. Divorced, drunk, and after taking a Louisville slugger to his ex-wife's lawyer's car, he's one arrest away from losing everything. The school board gives him an ultimatum. Take over Brandell High, the district's dumping ground for expelled students, or never work in education again. Brandell isn't a school, it's a war zone run by Victor Duncan, a drug dealer who operates out of the cafeteria like it's his corporate office. Here's what's fascinating about Jim Belushi in this role. Everyone always compared him to John, unfairly, cruelly, constantly. But in The Principal, Jim creates something John never did, a pure rage character who's also deeply broken. When Latimer shows up to school on his motorcycle, leather jacket, aviators, looking like a suburban Mad Max, he's not trying to be cool. He's a man who's got nothing left to lose, and Belushi plays the part perfectly. The movie's most famous scene happens maybe 20 minutes in. Latimer finds no more spray painted on his office wall. Instead of cleaning it, he stands in front of the whole school and makes it his mission statement. No more drugs, no more violence, no more disrespect. The students laugh. The teachers think he's insane. But Latimer means every word, and he's got a baseball bat to prove it. Louis Gossett plays Jake, the head of security, who's been fighting this war alone for years. The chemistry between him and Belushi is unexpected gold. Jake's seen principals come and go, all talk, no action. When Latimer actually starts cracking skulls, Jake's expression is part shock, part finally. Someone gets it. Gossett brings gravity to what could have been a cartoon. Let's talk about that violence. Because by today's standards, the principal is insane. Latimer literally beats students with a bat. He throws a kid off a roof. He gets in hallway brawls. The movie presents this as heroic. The triumphant music swells when he's swinging that lumber. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Audiences loved it. Because in 1987, people were terrified about school violence, crack cocaine, and gangs. And here was a movie saying, what if we just fought back? The film's villain, Victor Duncan, played by Michael Wright, is genuinely terrifying because he's smart. He's not some mindless thug. He runs his drug operation like a business, understands power dynamics, and knows the system protects him more than it protects the teacher. When he tells Latimer, "You can't touch me, I'm a minor," he's right. The system is broken, and Victor's exploiting every crack.
They even come with their own customs and traditions. Burglary, weapons, truants, all them nice things.
I want you guys to be comfortable here. I want you to think of the school as a home away from prison.
Man, do you know where you are? Ain't you heard what they say about this school?
His opposition. Everybody.
No more gang intimidation, arson, robbery, rape, or whatever the hell you've been majoring in here. No more!
You talk too much.
Can you tell me what class this is for?
Any class Victor Duncan tries to kill me in.
There's a subplot with Chong as a teacher trying to reach these kids through traditional means. She represents what education should be: patience, understanding, hope. But the movie keeps showing her methods failing while Latimer's violence gets results. It's deeply cynical about education reform. The only language these kids understand, the film argues, is force. The climax is pure 80s action insanity. Victor and his gang trap Latimer in the school showers. It's basically Die Hard stuff. Latimer ducks and scrambles between stalls and takes them down one by one. Is it ridiculous? Absolutely. Is it satisfying? Completely. Because by this point, you're so frustrated with these kids that watching them get served vigilante justice feels good, which probably says something uncomfortable about human nature. What makes The Principal fascinating today isn't its action sequences or Belushi's performance, it's how it represents a specific moment in American anxiety. This was Reagan's America, where the solution to every problem was getting tough. Crack was destroying communities. Schools were becoming battlegrounds. And movies like this said, maybe everybody is wrong. Maybe understanding and compassion aren't enough. Maybe sometimes you need a guy with a bat. Watching it now, The Principal feels like it's from another planet. A principal who assaults students would be a villain today, not a hero. But here's the thing, teachers still watch this movie. They share clips in private Facebook groups. They don't admit it publicly, but something about Latimer's rage resonates with educators who feel helpless against violence, disrespect, and systematic failure. You decide. The Principal failed at the box office, making only $19 million against its budget. Critics called it fascist, primitive, a caveman's solution to complex problems. They weren't entirely wrong. But Jim Belushi, in maybe his only truly great leading role, created something weirdly honest. A movie that admitted sometimes the system is so broken that the only solution is to break it more. That's either the worst message imaginable or exactly what somebody needs to hear, depending on which side of the classroom door you're standing on. So that's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this Belushi classic. And teachers, let me know in the comments what you think. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more movie comparisons, retro reviews, and all things film. And as always, see you on the next one. Save us a balcony seat and extra butter on the popcorn, please.
School here is my school. I make the rules.
I want these guys put on temporary payroll as security guards.
But they're teachers!
They're big teachers.
His allies, just one.
I'm glad you're here.
I know you're glad. You'd be dead by now.
They want to keep him out.
If you're trying to reach me, I just cut your hand off.
I got another one.